All right, check, check, check. Good morning, good morning. What's up, what's up? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Be sure to check out the disclaimer there. Day trading is risky business, as you guys know. No matter how easy it may look on some days, right? When we have these hot stocks and hot momentum and the community is printing big green, remember that day trading is risky business, all right? So stay safe out there. Take your time, go slow, and then increase your risk appropriately as you become experienced. Now, with that being said, remember that the live streams and recaps are never a reason to copy trade. It takes months, more commonly years, to learn the strategy. Did I not post the link here? Okay, looks like I did. Yeah, other than that, remember to stay safe with those fake accounts. There's a lot of fake accounts out there. I'll never message you first, and I'll never ask for money or anything like that, so watch out. I also do not utilize WhatsApp and Telegram. Okay, let me get everything here pulled up because I do have some side stocks. Let's see, SOMO, PI, SGMO, SGMO, PIRS, and I think that's it. So NUZE, which will be the main stock here, as well as BBLG, which I'll have as the third string, second string, third string. So I'll post the watch list here. DRMA, NUCE, and BBLG are my top three. And then for side stocks, I have HOTH as a maybe. SGMO, which is a little cheaper. And I think that might be it. Is there one more? 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I put the RMA? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I think that's good. That's good enough. If I leave one off, that's fine. So that's the extended watch list. The extended watch list there. So I'm going to make sure to start up my screen recording, and then I'll be good to go here with a couple of trend lines. All right, looking good. Guys, as you're tuning in on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. So NUZE, which is the strong one today, you know, I'm looking forward to some good action, right? We had amazing momentum yesterday. Today, will we see something similar, right? And as usual, I'm going to look forward to being reactive here. So we had 490 for highs. Low of the current pullback has been around 390. So that gives us a full dollar share range as of right now. In terms of the daily chart, we are above the 200 EMA, which I like. And it seems like we might have some room all the way maybe to potentially, right? Potentially. Room potentially. I'd say to 7, 8, maybe even 9, right? We're not really seeing a ton of resistance overhead. It'd be nice to see this one give a good move. It's never guaranteed that we'll get the push, but I'm up about $9 here. If we get anything remotely close to that, it should be a good day and a good stock. 1080 as well, where we had a topping wick going back to October of what's this, 2023. And then 1239 if it's really, really good. Potential resistance. If it ends up being a monster like what we had yesterday. HOTH. How are we doing here? This one is up 120%. By the way, NUZE is up 300%, right? So we'll see how this one does. Also has potential to go to the moon. HOTH, or I meant to say DRMA. Hold up, DRMA is what I meant to say here. Let's pull this one up. DRMA. Yeah, DRMA up 127%. High points 539. We did have a massive pullback, and I have this one pretty marked up. Let's see, we've pulled back here recently. We held up around 250, and we're right below the VWAP level around 350. It seems like the stock might have had a split, and so these trend lines are going to be irrelevant. In fact, I think I'm going to clear the drawing set. I'm going to clear the drawing set there because it's not going to be relevant. 539, about 230, 250 for the lows, 200 EMA at 788 on the daily, which can be a good target. All right, looks good. We had a gap down January 5th, high of 1335, and pulled back to 931. So it popped up and kind of dropped. But yeah, 788 is a great target. We're at 290. If we can get to 788, I mean, you know, that's what it's all about. BBLG, which is up 71%. We have a high point of 288. It's kind of been, you know, on this ascending support, but we'll see if this holds through into the open. BBLG. We'll see how this one does. It looks a little weaker. We did pop up a little bit yesterday, but we'll see how it holds up. But NUZE and DRMA are my top two. Hoping one of those can give a strong move. So yesterday I could have definitely been a lot more aggressive. So today, if we're to see some strength, I want to make sure that I'm in there, like some seasoning, right? I want to be quick with the trades, and I want to take every single entry that I see. So we got 28 seconds to the open, 490 for the pre-market high. This thing is already inching up. Let's see how well it does. NUZE. In fact, I'm going to prep a position here for size 2 just in case. It's very strong right away. Couple seconds to the opening bell. Will we see the opening surge twice? Here we go. Over 5. Will we see it? Oh my god, it fills. Jesus Christ. Well, that's going to be a quick $500 loss. We did get over 5. We got to 527, but before I could get filled, the stock is back down. The low right there was 465. So I'm going to keep watching. Oh, It needs a couple seconds, a couple of minutes. BBLG and DRMA, not too good. All right, Cool scratch trade to wake me up here to start the day. Great trade idea for the first trade. The broker's in the depths. This one is gonna need a second to, like, you know, give us something. The opening surge worth a shot, but not quite following through. And it looks like it's selling off here a little bit. New low of 37. DRMA. I'm gonna do a full rotation here through the extended list. SGMO. Okay, moving up. SGMO, cheaper stock. Maybe that one might be worth looking at. PIRS. I think I'm gonna pull it up here. SGMO, cheaper stock, moving up. Starting off down 1K, which is why you gotta accept the risk. You gotta accept the risk beforehand, so there's no surprises. 79. So from 79 to 88. It'll be good if this one can eventually get over $1. BBLG is also moving up a bit. Whoa, BBLG, nice push right there into a halt. We'll see if this gets locked in. 260. This could be good. BBLG looks like it'll get locked in. So SGMO, will we see the pullback hold up here? Literally, if you blink, you'll miss it, right? $88. 87, 86. Having some trouble at 90. SGMO. SGMO having some trouble at 90. BBLG, on the other hand, looks good for the resumption. I did miss that dip at 81. Watching at that halt up. You know, sometimes you kind of look away for a second, you miss a trade. DRMA. Nice move. How well will this one continue? So we had a break of 297, which is a good push. 37.24 for the resumption. So we still got a few minutes. High here was 41 for DRMA.
PIRS.
And it looks like we're getting another halt up here at 65. All right, this is good. This is good. There's some big bids, so I think it'll get locked in.
DRMA.
So we're getting a bit of like a delayed start here compared to yesterday. NUZE, even this one, I wouldn't be surprised if it does curl eventually. We'll see if that happens though. It still has a ways to go over like 450 if it's to do something good. But gearing up for BBLG. Pre-market highs at 288. Can we resume? And can we see that dip and rip? 37 and 24. So we got about a minute and some change, minute and a half. I can't believe how bad I think our swim fills are still in like the first like minute of the open. Like, is that how it was yesterday for anybody who bought? Like, you know, was the order just sitting there and the stock just going and you hoping you had the low fill? Might need that direct access routing platform like Guardian for that first trade into the open at least, so that way you can get in and out. TKNO. Resumption is less than a minute. If you're watching on YouTube, we have 300 plus people. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Starting the day down 1K to wake me up before these sweet trades on BBLG here. BBLG. Looking forward to this dance in the next 20 seconds. We're at 260. It's showing 70, 78. So we might resume a couple cents higher. Maybe even at 280. No fear, no hesitation in the next 5 seconds. At 260, here we go. Is it 10 minutes? It looks like it might be 10 minutes. It looks like it'll be 10 minutes. I keep watching. 37.24. So switching over to DRMA, which will be at 39.54. This one is going to be at 42.24. So DRMA switching over. Yeah, damn, SGMO to the depths. That one went from 90 cents down to 68. In fact, I like the dip for the halt resumption. What time did this get halted? This could be good too. But it's gonna be at 41.40. It's gonna be right into the middle of these two, so probably no trades on that. That's the cheaper stock from 90 cents down to 68. And that's a brutal drop. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We got another beautiful day here on the way. DRMA, what will it be? We got less than a minute to the resumption here. We're currently at 365. Can we see a nice move and a continued push? Twenty seconds. PIRS also halted. 10 seconds. I'm watching at 65 here. What is it going to be? 3, 2, here we go. Is this also a 10-minute? What the heck is going on? Are you kidding me? Two 10-minute halts? Brother. Let me see. PIRS. Or is my math wrong? PIRS is mooning. Brother. Oh yeah, this was the expensive one. Lighter volume, but you know, decent move. A guy like Save, he's gonna love this one. $16. A little pricey. And a 60-cent spread at times. Not my cup of tea per se. Coming back to BBLG. I'll keep an eye on it if there's something obvious, you know. BBLG 42. So we got about a minute. 42.24. I'm surprised that we had two 10-minute halts right there. $42.24. About a minute to go. About a minute. DRMA is going to be at 44.54. So about 2 minutes difference, which should be good enough to get some trades here and then switch over to the other one.
SGMO.
I'm going to miss SGMO resumption. There might have been a good dip at 68 area. We're at 260. Let's see how this does in a couple seconds. BBLG. Here we go. Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Damn. I could have bought 310, but, you know, I would have been buying with no dip. It's going to go straight. It's going to go straight.
BBLG.
If you're aggressive, you could jump in. You could jump in on some of these moves, but the risk is definitely real. So DRMA, hopefully this one gives a dip and holds up. We got 44, so it's a minute and 54 seconds here. BBLG is probably going to be 10 minutes again. I'm still gonna watch the second resumption, but the third one is rare in a row I wouldn't watch. But the risk is going to be even higher, so you got to be careful. Man, if we can see that sweet dip in there, man, if we can see that sweet dip in there, we know what it's gonna be. That 310 entry that I saw, it's like you know, it's like a small hesitation there, right? But the risk on that trade is I'm in at like 15, and then it does give a small dip, maybe down to like 280 again, and then I'm stopping out, missing the trade going up. So if we get that original dip, you know, it's a much better to anticipate the entry. Less than 20 seconds for DRMA. 20 seconds. Let's see how this one does. We're at 365. Here we go.
DRMA.
Oh, damn. That was close. All right. Filled on the ask. Not great. Sizing down a little bit. 1500. That first trade was pretty decent, but I sold a half second too soon. right as that big move happened. Sold though because we held up, not held up, but Ford looked like it was gonna break down. So I'm gonna size down a bit. Wait. Seeing resistance at 5. Trying 34 for the dip. Can we see a bounce? Well, okay. Well, that's gonna put us pretty red pretty quickly here, these two stocks. Fair trades though, fair trades. I'm gonna stick to the small size for the next couple of minutes, just to make sure it doesn't get too crazy. The risk is always on the other side. The lows were around 80. This could be backside already. Probably is. It's probably backside. Will we hold up and get one last bounce? If not, to the depths. $52.44 for BBLG. $52.44. Some of these resumption trades a little tricky. BBLG coming up. We got about 4 minutes. 4 minutes to BBLG. SGMO did give a small bounce, but then sold off. PIRS halted down. NUZE sold off. Still waiting here. I'm down 2K, which is not ideal. If I don't see any winning trades, I'll have to put a max loss in place here. I feel fine mentally, but definitely got caught in a couple places. DRMA, NUZE. Those are the two that I got caught on. So BBLG, the last resumption was pretty good, but we didn't see a dip. Will we see an entry this time? I got smaller size, just 1500. So hoping to see some sort of bounce for a nice move to get ourselves at least on the scoreboard here. The RMA is looking decent. So it's not backside just yet, despite that higher volume and topping wick on the one. 54, 52, 52, 44. and that low was about 370. DRMA dip below 4 could be interesting because it's lingering here. I would have expected a bit of a bounce already.
PIRS.
The bounce is not immediate, so watching BBLG, which is now less than a minute.
BBLG.
These stocks are on steroids right now. It's absolutely insane how aggressive they're moving. Can we see a bigger pullback here? $83. Waiting. A not so great fill. Gonna stop out there. Scratch. Looks like it's a little weaker below 50. Switching over to NUZE, which, perhaps over 430, 450 could be interesting.
BBLG.
A few weeks ago, it would take a stock in these slower markets, right? It would take a stock an hour to move 50 cents. Now we're seeing 50 cents in like 1 second. NUZE failed attempt. Took a couple of trades around 430, but didn't really get much out of it. Halting down 335. I think the key right now for me is just to be patient. I'm down 2 grand, which is, not a problem for me or anything. So I just got to be patient, just wait. If we can do a little bit of damage control, great. If not, tomorrow again. We had some crazy strong momentum, but it was honestly a little too strong. Not seeing pullbacks. I mean, BBLG resumption, maybe it might be a 10-minute halt as well. Down 2K to start the day. I still can't believe how bad the fills were into the first minute of that move. Like, think or swim, think or swim. The difference is that yesterday, no, it would have depended on where you got the fill. Because if you bought and the order isn't showing up, but you got the fill low, and the stock is going up, then you're in a good position because you weren't able to sell and the stock is just moving. So that's a good thing. But not when the the stock is going down and the order is not showing up. The only one still holding up is like DRMA just a little bit. DRMA is the only one that's like still holding a bit. TK, I know I can check this one out.
CMAX.
Another 4 minutes for BBLG resumption. Another 4 minutes. We're seeing a lot of strength here with the SPY selling off. Maybe some money coming into small caps. The only thing with CMAX is that the daily chart isn't quite in position. The daily chart isn't quite in position, and the volume is super light.
RGC.
Like DRMA right here, just it just doesn't look convincing at all. Can it do something here? Of course, the charting is much weaker, but we'll see. The chart is like super weak here, but BBLG coming up in a couple seconds. Perhaps there could be something out of this halt down, perhaps.
BBLG. CMAX.
CMAX, can we get halted up again? If we can get halted up again, maybe CMAX, but I think the volume is too light. Everything already seems like backside, so we'll have to wait for some sort of late morning stock or afternoon stock. Hopefully that moves a little bit better. So we'll have to wait and see. Abraham saying he has to go back to his real job. Out like South, not giving a single penny back. Abraham, take care, stay safe, stay green.
RGC.
Why is it so choppy here? Well, I guess we're still on a weaker chart, but I'd expect a little bit of covering, right? Coming up to this level. Can we see the continued push over 20? This level 2, man. Come on. Talk to us nicely. It looks like it's failing here. I like the dip at 70 for the bounce back, but no bounce. DRMA to the depths. To the depths, to the depths. My goodness. I thought below 70 would have been weak, but not that weak. 70, like my last area I'd be interested in for a bounce. Being that we held up that resistance prior. That's support. That resistance became support. Not this time. Resistance. Resistance. I guess we can say all of this a little bit of resistance. Now support. Can it be support again? Nope. To the depths. But even 70 was like too much of a dip, which is why I took 90. I thought 90, maybe mid 80s. I'm in a little higher, 96 fill versus the trying to be long at 90. But I'm thinking mid 80s, last case scenario, low 70s, mid to low 70s, but in at 75, out at 56. Not good. And the 150 bucks we made, we're gonna lose and then some. So not good. If I go down 2,500 and there's nothing good, I'm out of here. Tomorrow again. I feel pretty great mentally, but it comes down to if something can hold up and, be good. The charting was still a little bit weaker. We had high of day volume on a red candle, of course, but watching to see if the red to green could stand a chance. Started off pretty decent, but to the depths. 420 our resistance there. Day trading is risky business. You got to be able to take the red days with the green. I think this will be our fourth or fifth red day of the month. Not what we would have wanted here. I honestly, I looked at my calendar yesterday. I was thinking if we can see some nice consistency here to end the month would be nice. But sometimes the market has other plans. 10:15 a.m. and we're waiting patiently. For people who are beginner traders or like newer traders, I'd recommend having like a tight max loss, something that if you go past this number, you wouldn't, like you wouldn't keep trading. When you're experienced, and you have good self-awareness, you can tell if you're frustrated or tilted, and if you are, you have to leave no matter what. But on a day like this where it's slow and I'm feeling good, if nothing comes, then I'm out of here. If something comes that we can see something, some good trades, then okay, fine. That'll be great. We can do some damage control. stuff like that. But if not, we're out of here, and we'll be back tomorrow again, business as usual. There's no feelings involved, right, in terms of frustration and stuff like that. Because if you do lean into that stuff, then a normal red day for you, which relatively speaking, depending on where you are with your account size, experience, all that, a normal red day can become something worse, right? So keep that in mind if you're somebody who's out there who's also red. Do not go overboard. Don't even consider it.
BHC.
BHC. Is there any volume on that one? Not seeing it here on the percentage gain stocks. BHC. Looks like this one is selling off. More than likely some sort of breaking news.
RGC. DRMA.
The RMA. Can we see more of a bounce out of it? All the watch list stocks in the bottom of the seven C's. Davy Jones Locker. Yesterday I was surprised we didn't really see much else after the first wave. I did stick around a little bit to see if anything else would come. Not seeing much on the scans, just on standby waiting. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see how you guys are doing here in the community. I'm gonna check in the Discord and the YouTube stream. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, by the way. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are a new viewer. Let's see how the people are doing. KB is in the building. Shout out to KB. Shout out to KB who is in the building. Let's see. It looks like there's a bunch of conversations, a few call outs. Let's see. Ryan says down 576, biggest loss in a long time.
RGC.
Is it Amo? Some of these names I'm not sure how to pronounce. Omat, Omat. I think it's Omat saying up 3,200 on DRMA before it got halted down. Sab went red back. Well, it looks like I can't read today. Went red to break even to red. There we go. Brandon up small. John 320 on the day, holding it down. Diego trash day, trading from the sim. Checking in on the Discord. Jimmy saying green to red today. Steve said he had a 70-cent loss on PIRS. Triad, the Charles Schwab spills are chunkier today. We got some talks about some 15-second charts, some Tesla talk. I mean, the Tesla move was a nice move. I mean, we'll see how it does, right? Some people are swinging, some people are holding longer term. For those people who are holding for, 5, 10, 15 years at a time, all of this is just a noise. They're, of course, watching for the bigger picture and the vision. There's talks of robots. There's talks of the semi trucks. I mean, there's a lot of promising things if the company can continue to be innovative. Likewise with this country, likewise with business, which is why I think by the time I'm 70 years old, the SPY is going to be at record highs, and we have to of course account for crashes and pullbacks and stuff like that. But the chances is that we're going to continue to innovate. Will it slow down at some point? Maybe, but possibly. But there's a lot of smart people, and there's going to continue to be new inventions, and things are going to get better. Just 100 years ago, people were riding on a horseback. Now they're flying in planes and in F-16 fighter jets 150 years later, 200 years later. So another 70, 80 years, we're more than likely going to be doing better stuff more efficiently, right? That just seems like the natural progression of things. There's a lot of stupid people, but there's a lot of smart people too. So hopefully, as a society, we can continue to progress. It's definitely not. Sometimes it's not that simple. Of course, there's the geopolitical tensions and certain issues that you know things we would rather not see sometimes happen with these wars and these conflicts. But The hope is that, society progresses, aka the spy progressing. That's kind of my view on it. And business in general growing over time. Hey, throwing bullets, man. Really good to see. Had a green day today and back in the green of the month. Way to go, way to go. Shay also had a nice day. I'm checking out some of the P&L section here. Not a lot of people posted yet. It's still pretty early. SF with a Tesla swing doing well, and also small green today. I'm still not over SF's Subaru, man. Is it a Subaru or is it something else? That cold start, man. That cold start is legendary. I literally have to search this up. Google. My computer continues to does this thing where after a few days my search becomes, what do you call this thing? My search bar, instead of being, by Google, it forces over to Yahoo. I don't understand why it keeps doing this. I've had some suggestions in the past, but it seems like nothing is working. Oh yeah, it is a Subaru. Nice. STI. The STI. 271 horsepower.
RGC.
So SF, did you also tune it? I mean, there's always so much noise, right? It's 310 stock, added engine and exhaust at 400 right now. That's solid. A new engine, or like maybe adding to the engine. A new engine itself, it sounds pretty expensive. But 400 horsepower is nice. CREV getting mentioned. Let's check it out. CREV. Not my cup of tea, man. Not my cup of tea here. This one is not my cup of tea. TIRX. If this one gains more volume, perhaps. TIRX is moving up a little bit, but it seems a little spready. The high was at 40 right there. There's a minute to this 5 minute candle. It needs to close at least around 20, if not to the depths, perhaps. I think here. That's not good. To the depths. I'll watch the dip. The bigger dip. Alright, looks like it's time for me to shut it down. I'll be around, but I'll shut it down for now, and there'll be a recap, of course, later today. So if you're going the distance, continue to be disciplined, continue to take it easy. And remember not to revenge trade or over trade, regardless of if you're in the red or not, right? Make sure to stick to the rules, stay disciplined here in these merciless markets. So, if you're someone who's interested in checking out the scanners, be sure to check out Momo Pro. Momo Pro is the scanning software that I use each and every day. You guys can utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Great for your watch list stocks. Where I do think the platform could improve is in the high-low stream, which is essentially the high-of-day scanner, right? If we can get percentage gain filter there, this becomes ideal. Because then, of course, if you don't want to see a stock below a certain percentage, you can filter it out. Which is why I do think the stream could be better. Other than that, check out the Discord, which is our chat room. I'm going to stop the recording here as I'm done. But yeah, check out the Relentless Trading chat room. This is where it goes down. This is where we're hanging out every day, having a good time, chopping it up. Check us out. Other than that, and by the way, in terms of pricing for the chat room, let's see, server shop. There's now over 8,000 people in the broader chat room, I mean, which is just insane, right? We have a very fair price here, which is just 14 bucks compared to the other people. Very fair price and definitely worth it for the value that's in this community and the concentration of great traders that we have. I don't think there's another community with this high of a concentration of profitable traders getting it done, right? So shout out to the community, shout out to the team once again. And other than that, yeah, you guys can check out the classes. The classes is exactly what it sounds like. A full-on course where you can go to learn how to trade this hyper scalping style of momentum. And in honor of this coupon code station, we're giving away a free traveling trading setup, just like the ones that are in the videos, those shorter content and reels. We're giving away a traveling trading station to one lucky student who does utilize the coupon. For all current students, we assume that you guys more than likely already had a station, being that you've been so many of you guys are longtime members. If you don't have a station and you do want to be entered into the raffle, you can purchase a $10 ticket to get your name entered. So you can come on down to the website, check out the MMU raffle. You can purchase a $10 ticket here to get one entry, so that your name is at least added to the wheel. And of course, again, that's only if you are in need of a trading station. If not, you guys don't have to even bother. We want someone to win it who doesn't have a station, right? That way it's being put to use. Because if somebody who already has a station wins it, then maybe they just resell it and then it's not really being used. But yeah, other than that, take care, stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, in the recap and then again tomorrow. If something comes up, that's good. I can go live in the Discord. It just depends on if something else comes up. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.